Well, hello, this is Fat Guy Flies RC coming to you from the man cave. We're going to do an unbox and assembly of the Ailerons F4U CORSAIR F4U4 version 2. Now, I don't know what the difference is between the version 1, version 2, version 38, but it says version 2. So, we have an 1100 millimeter wingspan, or 43.3 inches. Length is 880 millimeters, or 34.6 inches. Motor size is a 35-36 with a KV of 850, 40 amp ESC. It's got 6 9-gram servos. Requires a 6-channel receiver. Center of gravity is 60 millimeters from the leading edge of the wing. Now, unlike with a jet, you go from the wing root where the angled wing hits the fuselage. Well, in this case, it's the actual leading edge because the wing goes straight out, so that's leading edge. The recommended battery is a 2200 3S. I may fly it on a 4S. I've heard nothing but everyone has told me you can fly it on a 4S, don't worry, and but we shall see. We shall see. As long as that ESC doesn't get too hot, we should be all right, and as long as the CG is okay. All right, a little bit of history about the F4U CORSAIR, which of course you can go online to get all that. This one has lights and flaps on there. Let's see what this side of the box says. Oh, just the normal, this is not a toy, even though it is flown like one. Okay, let's get her unboxed and let's see what we got going here. I've been wanting this one. I love their warbirds, but I told them, I said, please send me an F4U CORSAIR. And Hobby Zone said, sure. Just give us a nice review on it and we'll be glad. Hey, it's not folded. And we said, we'll be glad to send you one. And I said, well, all I give you is honest reviews. And they said, that's all we want. And I said, okay. All right. Little bag of goodies. You got your chrome, your white spinner that has a metal backing in the middle of it. You got your screws. Looks like a 2mm hex drive is all you're going to need. The tail does have to be, or the elevator does have to be glued in. And we're going to be using foam tack type glue for that. All right. Okay. Very nice wing. Be all one piece, so you don't have to worry about a wing spar. Okay, all your wires are all tucked away underneath for your gear, your ailerons, and your flaps. Now this plane does have flaps, but they have a smaller set of flaps, which are out towards the aileron, which are right here. This section here is your flaps. Nice looking plane. All decals are already applied. She does have nav landing lights and nav lights on either end of the wing. I like the fact that it's one piece wing. That does cut down on your build time or your assembly. And you know what? I'm just going to say build. I know it's not a build. To me, a build requires measuring and cutting and some fabrication. But for the sake of time and a smaller word and less typing from me, I'm going to say build. Nice big 4-blade prop that is a 10.5 by 8. All right. Get everything out of here. Trying to keep everything together. Okay, hold on to your hats. Still got that. All right, and the other drop tanks. Let's put all of our debris back together. Okay. Pick up our wing. All right. So you got your wing, got your fuselage, got your horizontal stabilizer, your vertical stabilizer or rudder is already installed, already part of the plane. Okay. Nice big radio hatch, tug and groove, and looky here, look what's on the end of that throttle cable. See that little yellow pigtail? Interesting. Can we say thrust reverse? Interesting. All right. Now, one thing with this plane here is you have an angled end battery tray. Okay. That just pulls that out. You put your battery in there and you slide it forward. It kind of mashes in there. Nice looking decal. It'll be a nice flying plane. Big pass through for all your stuff from the wings. All right. So let's go ahead, get our stuff together. Okay. Yes, we are. All right. Bag of goodies. Again, I always recommend you have these little magnetic trays. Okay. You have 4 screws. 4 big, looks like you got one extra, these big hex drive screws. Little bag of goodies for your peripherals, antennas or whatnot. Okay. We will refer to the manual and where they go. Some of them are obvious, some not so obvious. Okay. The tanks just slide into place on the underside of the wing. All right. So let's take our screws, put them in there. Okay. Put our wing off. Our wing over here. Grab our plane stand. Okay. We'll take our model, we're going to put it upside down. Notice you've got, oh yeah, where these screws go in, goes into hard metal fittings. So when she bottoms out, she bottoms out. Go ahead, fish this box through. That's okay that that's going to dangle because it's going to sit snugly in that pass-through there. Just let that go in there just like that. I'm going to take your hex drive, which I should already have one right there. It is. Slide nice big wing roots. Yeah. When you start to see the plastic starting to crease in, that's where you stop. Okay? And I always like doing everything in a crisscross pattern. Just, you do it whatever way you want, but that's the way I've always done it. Everything in a crisscross pattern. Yeah, start seeing that dent in like that, I know to stop. Okay. And last but not least, back here. All right. That wing is on there. You see that all passed through. No problem, you got that pocket for all that. See, then everything's labeled, so you don't have to worry about that part. Everything's nice and labeled. All right, now something I want to show you. we're going to be putting our horizontal stabilizer. Now there's no wing spar. No wing spar at all. Okay, make sure you work your hinges good. Okay, the connection side goes down. One thing you want to do anytime you're going to be putting glue to glue, gluing glue to glue together, I always will score the glue. Okay, or I will score the surface. Another thing you can do is actually take some sandpaper. If I have a handy sandpaper block, hold on, yeah, right here. What I like to do is sand a little bit of that paint off of there. Okay. Just to scuff it up a little bit to make a good place for that glue to adhere to. Kind of scuff it up a little bit. See how glue's coming off of there? Okay. Or that paint, I'm sorry. I'm saying glue, I meant paint. I'm still going to score it. This is going to be inside the frame, so you're not going to see. Yeah. All right. And those two slides, they're going to slide together. They're going to make contact with each other. Okay. Go ahead and score this side real good. Okay. And then we'll glue this together like that. I'm filming. That's fine. My mom and dad getting ready to come through. What are y'all doing? Well, I'm filming right now. I tell you what, the good Lord has blessed me very much to have a home large enough for my parents to be able to spend their retirement years with me. We have a big double-decker house, and me and Mama, me and the Mrs. Fat Guy Flies RC, my wonderful camera lady, we live upstairs, and my mom and dad live down here. So I'm very, very fortunate for that. It's one of those situations where it answers prayer for everyone involved. All right, you're going to just let that fit in there just like that. You're going to take the other side. This is not necessarily foam tack brand, but it's the same kind of glue. Put that in there just like that. Then I'm going to kind of pull it apart a little bit. A little bit of air getting there. This is a little bit different from foam tack in that you don't have to give it much air. Then get back in there, fit that in there. I'm going to run that like that. My fingers, get the extra off. Okay. All right. And that big glob running down the side there. Let's take my finger. All right. That is that. We'll let that set up for a little bit. Now, I'm not going to attach the elevators yet until I get the radio in there. Okay, I want to make sure my servos are centered before I do that. All right, so let's go ahead and turn that around. Okay, now I'm just going to I'm going to put the prop on just to show you, but I'm not going to be leaving the prop on because we're in the shop, and this is just a basic unboxing assembly. I'm not going to leave it's a small plane, not a very big plane at all. These, the railing system for these bombs or these drop tanks, it's like a lot of these models that just slide right in there. And I'll probably fly with them on, with them off, you know, back and forth to see. I think they're going to matter or make that much of a difference. Okay, all right, now the motor is keyed. Let's see now, there's got to be a way. Okay, yeah. If you look there, that's keyed. The front of the shaft is keyed. So it's going to fit in there just like that. you're going to put your prop on, okay? In case you're wondering how a prop goes on, it's always going to turn to the left, okay? The prop's going to, so if you got like the prop's right here, it's going to go towards me, so I should be able to see the bladed side of the prop. So if you imagine if I push the blade this way, it's pushing the air backwards, if that makes sense to you. All right, now that's just kind of pressure fits on there, it pops into place, and then that just slides on there. And that is going to be one of those situations where it's just going to be hand tight, okay? And it locks in place. The two pieces lock down on that shaft, and now you have a fully assembled, ready for radio, Ailerons RC F4U version 2. Good looking plane, cannot wait to fly it. This means I have all three of the present Ailerons warbirds, but I also have a fourth one that you'll just have to think about. And when I do my warbird roundup, which will include the maiden of this, you'll get to see that fourth warbird. So kind of a sneak peek type thing. Not really a sneak peek, just kind of a let's remember this one sort of thing. So I think any of y'all has had any of the Ailerons planes, you know what I'm talking about right now. All right, well, let's get our radio together, and then we'll come back with a radio setup. All right. And don't forget, faith, family, and friends, folks, and thank you for Hobby Zone for sending this F4U CORSAIR out for me for a review. God bless y'all, and don't forget, faith, family, and friends, and then warbirds. Bye-bye.